Least, and also know John pretty well, and we can kind of talk shop. How about a warm Coast Film and Music Festival welcome, Bob and Jeff Hurley, guys.
How's it going?
So you layered right.
You too.
I know it's a cold one. It's, you've been here in years past, and I know it's crazy. Kind of an exciting time in the surf industry. Obviously, a lot of change, but it's great to see that projects like this still can kind of manifest, and that the likes of John Florence still has that vision. I know you guys have watched him from a very, very young age. What's your kind of like your from 10,000 feet above view of John and his trajectory?
I don't know about trajectory.
Yeah.
I think for this audience, probably a lot of people know Phil Edwards, Hobie Alter. That's how we see John. In modern day, Hobie Alter, Phil Edwards, mixed with a Jacques Cousteau. It's like you see that film, and he's a world champion, Olympian, best surfer in the world. His passion is getting out there and exploring, and that shows that. So,
and it's interesting that he kind of like took this turn. When it went to starting a company, I think there's a lot of surfers that were, if they were in his position, would have taken a different route. But having the gumption and the wherewithal and kind of that drive to start a company, that's no easy task. And I know you've built a couple things from the ground up. So maybe you could speak to John's ability to kind of get behind something and build it.
Yeah, sure. So, when John left his last sponsor, he had a lot of sponsor offers, and we're pretty close with him and his family. And my sons, Jeff and Ryan, had this idea hey, why don't we help John? We know what these offers are from all the other companies. We can give him unbiased, filtered from every company. They did a spreadsheet and a chart. The offer's this. You probably got a 60% chance of getting paid that. That company's going to burn you. This company's going to make you do this. And this company's going to pay you a lot of money, but you're still going to have to do photo shoots. So they did this pretty thorough thing and this thorough presentation. And they walked him through it very kindly, like you would a brother. And I was sitting right next to John when they presented it to him. It was awesome. And then they're saying stuff, you could do this, you could do that. It's this much money, probably over 5 years, but you'll still work for somebody. And then they pressed the button of the computer, and on the screen came up Florence. You could do something on your own if you want to change the world. You can get paid, or you can just make something amazing and be your own guy and try to change the world. What do you want to do, John? And he's like, I want to make a difference. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So have either of you been, when he's on the helm, like you've been on the boat with him and allow him to captain, trust him to the point where you're like, okay, you got this?
Yeah. I have not been on the boat.
Okay. Yeah.
I have not. I've been invited numerous times on his catamaran, and we're neighbors with him in Hawaii. So we watch him sail by every day. So this one day he invited me recently, about 2 months ago, and I'm like, me and Shelly are always watching him out there with his buddies, and I'm like, Shelly, look, the mast broke. And it's down like this, and the boat's tipping over, and then eventually John's holding it up like this, and I'm like, so glad I didn't go. And then they came in, and I called them, and I'm like, okay, what happened? Every time they invite me out, it flips or something gnarly. I'm like, what happened? And then John's like, oh my God, we almost died. Like the sail blew the mast over, it almost hit us in the head. Somebody could have been gone. I'm like, that would have been me.
With Florence, with Florence Marine X, like, what's been the learning curve for him, as someone behind a company? Has he been good with kind of like taking a back seat, or has it been, kind of hands in every decision?
Definitely not a back seat.
Okay. I didn't want to go there. I've heard things, but yeah.
And, he doesn't let stuff slide.
Yeah.
We started the brand to make real solutions, not just stuff. And John's famous question, we put product in front of him. What do you think about this? We're working on this. And he'll take something like, what does this do? And you're like, what do you mean, what's it do? It's a shirt. No, what does it do? Why are we making it then if it doesn't do anything? That's his question. So our job is to answer that.
Yeah, it's really fun. I think his biggest learning, and we've seen a lot in the last 3 years, is he doesn't like to promote himself. I mean, he wanted to show all that boat stuff instead of like 15 more waves of himself so he could share with everybody what it's like to live on a boat. He doesn't like promoting himself or talking about himself. So sometimes I have to say, John, we're going to the surf shop to buy wax. People will see you. It's going to be fast. Don't worry. He's all awkward, but he's getting used to it. You know, he just doesn't like promoting himself at all. And being the head of a company, it's named after him. You have to. You know,
I know he's not one to soak up and love the limelight. When he came here last year, I mean, he does it, you know, almost willingly, but almost sheepishly. You know, he's a little sheepish when it comes to you know, taking a compliment. It was crazy how many Groms came out in support last year to see him.
He loves kids.
Can you, speaking of Groms, can you remember like the early years? Maybe share a memory of seeing John on the North Shore when he was yay big.
Oh yeah. Well, my memory of that was. Where's his parents? This kid's gonna drown. This big in the short break at Pipeline with all that current.
Yeah, well, they're probably just thinking, oh, there's enough uncles, right?
Oh yeah, everybody's watching him, but I didn't know. I didn't know who he was. There's some little blonde-haired kid, you know. That's the first time I saw him.
And can I ask, can we expect more projects like this? What's on his radar with the company and any film projects? Because we're always clamoring for more updated new footage, not just for him, also Nathan as well. Equally as talented.
Yeah, well, John's not here tonight. He's actually on the boat again. So he didn't sail to New Zealand this time. It was kind of soft. He, but he's on his boat sailing around exploring New Zealand for a month, and again, him and his wife and his best buddy, and I can imagine some fun stuff will come from that. So.
And we talk about this as a very interesting time. You've seen a lot of change in the surf industry, a lot of consolidation, a lot of dust settling after what went down in October. But it's funny is you come here tonight and you see the Gudauskas brothers, Sunburn, just getting back to the basics, and you see the creativity and the films, and we're going to show the premiere of Trilogy.
Yep.
How does it sit with you? Does it bode well that as much change as there is in the surf industry, we're still doing good?
Well, I'm all about individuals, and the Gudauskases are amazing, and so is John. But you know, I never really think about the surf industry, honestly. I never knew what it was, and you know, a lot of the companies have struggled lately. But the good news is there's people like John and the Gudauskases doing stuff, you know, and Darius's video. People love surfing.
Can we give a round of applause for Darius Legg?
Dude, best thing ever, right?
Woo! So creative. So creative.
Hey, can I tell
you? You actually know him, right?
No.
You don't?
No, he's my new best friend, though.
Oh, no, but you know
the star, Chad. Chad Campbell.
Yeah.
He lifeguards me at Tavaroo. We surf together all the time. I've been to G-Land with him. We have so much fun.
Is he naturally that frothy?
Oh, yeah. He's best guy ever. And he's a very good movie maker. He won at the Surfer Pole Video of the Year Award before for Fifth Symphony. He's really a talented guy. Really clever. That's him on camera. That's not him acting. That's him. Can I tell one story about the sailboat?
You may.
Yeah.
You may.
So this wasn't mentioned in the movie, but you guys saw the storm clouds. When John came back from the trip, you guys probably all know that he's not scared of any wave or any ocean situation. But I said, "How was the trip, John?" He's like, "Oh, good, you know, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Anything scary happen?" He goes, "Oh my gosh." At one point, we were going so fast into a storm that I couldn't get out of. I thought the boat was going to literally explode. And then his friend texted me yesterday. He said, "Hey, I heard you might be talking. Can you tell him that John texted us during that storm and said, keep an eye on my GPS because I think we're going to flip the boat." And then we are thousands of miles from anything. I mean, he's no joke. He bought that boat. He paid for the trip. He pays for the filming. It's just total DIY. You know, it's crazy. And it's just fun to be a part of.
And he also likes the MBD, never been done. Like, right, he loves to go after something that's never been done.
Absolutely.
I learned that from Rob Cahill and the
like
Four
that.
Down guys. He's all about DIY and never been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool crew. They have one of the really interesting short films about a skate park in Dallas doing great things. And that's a great thing about this festival is that you get to see so many stories, whether it be surfing, snowboarding, skating, cycling, just the outdoors. Very uplifting stories. So we hope, things go well down in New Zealand for John and great things for Florence Marine X. Yeah. You guys, did you want to?
No, I was gonna say thanks.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, thank
thanks,
you,
Pat.
You guys, we're excited. We're kind of we're frothing right now. Trilogy.
Oh
the
yeah,
premiere.
that's
This
gonna be
is
sick.
3 to 4 years in waiting.
Enoch made that movie, right?
Enoch Harris,
Enoch's talented.
Coast Film Fest,
His festival.
and musical.
Thanks, Enoch.
We'll be bringing up Enoch on the other side as well
Okay.
as Seth Moniz. I think.
What?
I think we have Griffin. I think
Griffin here?
Yeah, cool. I think
OMG.
Griffin's here, and a couple other people. Andrew, the director as well.
What?
So, all right.
Thanks, Pat.
Bob and Jeff Hurley, everyone. Round
Thanks,
of applause.
everybody.
Thank you.